Hello everyone, welcome to the 101% podcast where we talk about mindset, motivation, discipline, how to always push yourself, how to become a beast and how to defeat struggle. This podcast will help you to get a better life, that's 101% for sure. I'm your host Joakim and together with me is the co-host and my sister Annika. Welcome to this podcast.
Hello ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all have had a nice Christmas celebration. Today's episode is Awaken the Giant Within Part 2. We keep diving into the magic tool and stuff that will change your life forever. I have so many exciting things and secrets to teach you, so I just want to get right into it. Let's get started. Bam! You want the things or result you want because you see them as a meaning to achieve certain feeling, emotion, or states that you desire. Your behavior is not the result of your ability, but of the state that you're in at this moment. Change ability, change your state. Focus on what's empowering you, you will feel more intensely. Emotion is created by motion. Everything that we feel is a result of how we use our body. Your body leads your emotion. The key to success is to create patterns of movements that create confidence, a sense of strength, flexibility, a sense of personal power and fun. Stagnation comes from lack of movement. Whatever we focus on will determine how we feel. Focus on where you want to go, not on what you fear. Question is such a powerful tool to change your life. You got to be in a determined state in order to success. Important. You must learn, you must master how to be able to change your state instantly, no matter what. It gives you power in your life. Tony Robbins' definition of success is to live your life in a way that causes you to feel tons of pleasure and very little pain. All that you really want in life is to change how you feel. All your emotions are nothing but biochemical storms in your brain, and you are in control of them at any moment in time. Develop a plan for pleasure for each and every day. Consistent conditioning your nervous system, your body, and your mental focus. It is said that if you ask, you shall receive. You have to ask yourself the right questions. Thinking is nothing but the process of asking and answer questions. Successful people ask better questions, and as a result, they get better away. They got answers who empower them to know exactly what to do in any situation to produce the result they desire. Very important. Quality questions create quality life. Burn this idea into your brain. Control your power, control your focus by asking you the right questions. Asking empowering questions bring us an irreplaceable resource, answer and solution. Question determines everything you do in life, from your ability to your relationship to your income. The financial science is that they consistently ask different questions than the masses. Remember, it's not only the question you ask, but the question you fail to ask that shape your destiny. Questions immediately change what we are focused on and therefore how we feel. The key is to develop a pattern of consistent questions that empower you. The problem-solving question. What is great about this problem? What is not perfect yet? What am I willing to do to make it the way I want it? What am I willing to no longer do in order to make it the way I want it? How can I enjoy the process while I do what is necessary to make it the way I want it? Question to ask yourself on a regular basis. What's great about this and how can I use this? Some of the most important questions we'll ask in our life are: what is my life really about? What am I really committed to? Why am I here? Who am I? Those are incredible, powerful questions. Often, the first emotional gut level response you get, you should trust and act upon. There's a point at which you must stop asking questions in order to make progress. If you ask too much, you become uncertain. Most beliefs are formed by words and can be changed by word as well. Realize now the power that your words command if you simply choose them wisely. Realize now the power that your words command if you simply choose them wisely. We need to consistently evaluate and improve our consistent vocabulary to make sure to pull us in the direction we desire. Transformational vocabulary. By changing your habitual vocabulary, the word you consistently use to describe the emotion of your life, you can instantly change how you think, how you feel, and how you live. Word can instantly lower or increase my intensity about virtually anything. The words that we attach to our experience become our experience. Important to realize that words shape our beliefs and impact our action. If an assemblage of word you're using is creating state that disempower you, get rid of those words and replace them with those that empower you. If using the word caused you to break your own habitual emotional pattern, then everything changes. Take control. Notice the word you habitually use and replace them with ones that empowering you, raising or lowering the emotional intensity and appropriate. Start today. Whenever we explain or communicate a concept by likening it to something else, we are using metaphor. Take care of your metaphors. Ask yourself, is this what I really mean? Is this really the way it is, or is this metaphor inaccurate? Anytime you use the word I feel like, or this is like, the word like often trigger for the use of a metaphor. Donald Trump's metaphors. Life is a test. You either win first place, or you lose. There's nothing in between. Realize that changing one global metaphor can instantly transform the way you look at your entire life. The metaphor we use will determine our action. Metaphors for success. Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Joe Rogan. Be careful not to carry the metaphors that are appropriate, for example, for a control tower, for an airplane, and do the same home with your family. Pattern interrupt is a good way to interrupt pattern. Metaphor can change the meaning you associate to anything. Change what you link pain and pleasure to, and transform your life as efficiently as the transformation you language. Select them carefully. Become a metaphor detective. 4 basic ways people deal with emotion. Denial, if the message your emotion are trying to deliver is ignore, the emotion simply increase their amperage. Then intensely until you finally pay attention. Deny emotion is not the solution. Competition, compete with others, say you think you got it worse than others, became their identity, learning and using. If you want to make your life really works, you must make your emotion work for you. You can't run from them or tune them out. All your emotions serve you. Negative emotion action call. All emotions serve you. Negative emotion action signal is call to action. Realizing that the emotions you are feeling at this very moment are a gift, a guideline, a support system, a call to action. You are the one who create your emotion. You can feel any way you choose at any moment of time. You don't need any specific reason to feel good. You just can decide to feel good right now. Simply because you're alive. Simply because you want to. Passion is unbribable power to move our lives forwards at a faster tempo than ever before. We get passionate by. We decide we're gonna feel it. speak more rapidly, visualize image more rapidly, move your body in the direction you want to go. Don't just casually sit and think. Determination, important. All your action will spring from determination because you cut off any possibility. The only way you can consistently experience confidence is through the power of faith, image, and feel certain about the emotion you deserve to have now, rather than wait for it to suddenly appear some days in the fast distant future. Practice confidence by using it consistently. To get yourself to do anything, it's imperative to exercise confidence rather than fear. Being cheerful means you're incredibly intelligent because you know that if you live life in a state of pleasure, one that's so intense that you transmit a sense of joy to those around you, you can have the impact that meet virtually any challenge that comes your way. The secret to living is giving. Plan those emotions daily and watch your whole life grow with a virtuality that you never dreamed of before. Remember, every feeling that you have, good or bad, is based on your interpretation of what things mean. Focus on enjoying the process of learning from all your emotions. When you start to feel bad, ask yourself, what else could this mean? Giant goal provide giant motivation. I will tell you guys and girls a secret. This is a big one. Setting goal is the foundation for all success in life. Remember that all goal settings must be immediately followed by both the development of a plan and massive and consistent action toward its fulfillment. Clearly defined goals. When you set goals, you committed to CANI. Do you remember what CANI stands for? Then I tell the answer. CANI stands for constant and never-ending improvement. It's a great way to live. Important. What's more important in life? It's not just getting a goal that matters, but the quality of life you experience along the way. We must consistently strive to live each day to the fullest, squeezing all the joy we can out of each moment to reach our goal. Persistence overshadows even talent as the most valued and effective resource in creating and shaping the quality of life. Persistence is a big key. Most people give up 5 feet from their goal. Tony Robbins believed that life is consistently testing us for our level of commitment, and life's greatest reward are reserved for those who demonstrate a never-ending commitment to act until they achieved. The level of resolve can move mountains, but it must be constant and consistent. It is still the common denominator separating those who live their dreams from those who live in regret. Never-ending persistence is an amazing power. Champions who have achieved their highest desire have an unbelievable level of persistence. They'll change their approach as necessary, but they won't abandon their ultimate vision. RSA, Reticular Activate System. It determines what you will notice and what you will pay attention to. Once you decide that something is a priority, you give it tremendous emotional intensity. And by continually focus on it, any resource that supports its attainment will eventually be clear. Constantly ask yourself, what would I want for my life if I knew I could have it any way I wanted? What would I go for if I knew I could fail? Remember, if you get inspired enough, the power you unleash from within will find a way to manifest your desire. Good ways to achieve goals. If I had a big enough why to do something, a strong enough set of reasons, I could always figure out how to achieve it. Goals alone can inspire, but knowing the deepest reason why you want to achieve, they can provide you with the long-lasting drive and motivation necessarily to persist and achieve. At least twice a day, you must rehearse and emotionally enjoy the experience of achieving each one of your most valued goals. Each time you do this, need to create more emotionally joy as you see, feel, and hear yourself living your dream. This continuous focus will create a pathway between where you are and where you want to go. Because of intense conditioning, you find yourself feeling sense of certainty that you active your desire, and this certainty will translate into a quality of action that ensure your success. Your confidence will allow you to attract the appropriate coaches and role models who will guide you in taking the most effective action to produce result quickly. Achieving goals by themselves will never make us happy in the long term. It's who you become as you overcome the obstacles necessary to achieve your goals that can give you the deepest and most long-lasting sense of fulfillment. So maybe the key question you and I need to ask is, what kind of person will I have to become in order to achieve all that I want? This may be the most important question that you can ask yourself. Its answer will determine the direction you need to head personally. Remember, you need to experience the feeling of achieving your top goal at least once a day. Ideally, once in the morning and once in the night. Achieving goals can be a curse unless we have already set up a new set of highest goals before we reach them first. You need to avoid outrunning our dream. Contribution may be the ultimate goal. A commitment to CANI is truly the universal insurance policy for lifelong happiness. And CANI, do you guys remember what it means? Constant and never-ending improvement. That's a great way to live after that. Make your goals so compelling that they feel in your nervous system. Make commitments to people you know will hold you to a higher standard. Reinforce your new neural pathway by continuously rehearsal with repetition and emotional intensity. Imagine your goal vividly, again and again. Incorporate the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic that will make your goal a reality. True consistency is established by your habits. The same pattern of thinking that has gotten us to where we are will not get us to where we want to go. A new level of thinking is now required in order to experience a new level of personal and professional success. To do this, break through the barriers of our fear and take control of the focus of our mind. Establish the lifelong commitment to focus on the solution and to enjoy the process. When you meet problem, handle them or the job with something in an emotional state of your playfulness or joy while you're getting the job done, or you spend time being upset. Changing your vocabulary you use from worried to a little bit concerned. Mental diet. Lifelong pattern of staying in a positive emotional state. Use majority of energy to focus on solution. Problem equal challenges. Convert challenger into opportunity. Leaders are readers. Superior evaluates create superior lives. Masters are often people who just have more reference that you do about what leads to success or frustration in a given situation. Adopt a new global belief that say, I am the source of all my emotion. Nothing and no one can change how I feel except me. If I find myself in reaction to anything, I can change it in a moment. Adopt this emotionally, where you feel it with absolute certainty, you will eliminate your feeling of anger, frustration, and so on. The sixth master step to change. Decide what you really want and what's preventing you from have it now. Get leverage, associate massive pain to not change now and massive pleasure to the experience of changing now. Interrupt the limiting pattern, create a new empowering alternative, conditioning the new pattern until it's consistent test it. We must remember that all decisions making comes down to the values clarification. When you know what's most important to you, making a decision is quite simple. If we want the deepest level of life fulfillment, we achieve it like this: deciding upon what we value the most in life, what our highest value are, and then committing to live by them every single day. Remember that our values, whatever they are the compass that guide you to your ultimate destiny. So often people are too busy pursuing means value that they don't achieve their true desire, their end value. So often people are too busy pursuing means value that they don't achieve their true desire, their end values. The end values are those that will fulfill you, make your life rich and rewarding. Set it up so that you're meeting all of your values every day. Know where your values are in your hierarchy list. Don't be worried, it makes you less resourceful. Nothing in life can match the fulfillment of knowing you've done what you truly believe is the right thing. The truth is that nothing has to happen in order for you to feel good. As long as we structure our life in a way where our happiness is depending upon something we cannot control, we will experience pain. The key rule to happiness, we decide that our rule for the day was that we were going to enjoy this event no matter what happened. Adopt and consistently appeal this rule to your life. It will virtually change everything you experience. Every day above ground is a great day. Most of Tony Robbins' success has come from his ability to get himself to feel certain I could achieve something. Even though he had no reference for it, his rule for confidence is: if I decide to be confident, then I feel that way toward anything, and my confidence will help me to success. Rules are the triggering device of human emotion. Remember that our self-esteem is tied to our ability to feel like we're in control of the event in our environment. We want to make it hard to feel bad and easy to feel good. At the base of every emotional upset you ever had with another human being is a rule upset. Rule determine everything. So if you ever feel angry or upset with someone, remember, it's your rules that are upsetting you, not their behaviors. This will help you to stop blaming them. You can get past your upset quickly by first stopping and asking yourself, am I reacting to this or am I responding to the situation intelligently? Anytime a rule gets in the way, the question we need to ask ourselves is, what's more important, my relationship or my rules? If you want to do great in all kinds of relationship, business, your life, your children, wife and more, make sure you discover the rule they have for a relationship up front and communicate yours as well. Very important one. This one. Don't accept people to live by your rules if you don't clearly communicate what they are. We have a hierarchy of rules just as we do for values. High self-esteem comes from feeling like you have control over events, not that events have control over you. Design your rules so that you're in control, so that the outside world is not what determines whether you feel good or bad. Set it up so that it's incredibly easy for you to feel good and incredibly hard to feel bad. Find out your kids' rules of different areas. Being a family member, being successful in school, or having fun. If you understand people's rules, you can predict their behaviors. You can meet their needs and enrich the quality of your relationship. Remember, the most empowering rules is to enjoy yourself no matter what happens. The larger the number and the greater the quality of our reference, the greater our potential level of choice. A large number and great quality of references enable us to more efficiently evaluate what things mean and what we can do. The emotional state we're in with radically impact with emotion, feeling, memories are available to use. It's not our references, but our interpretation of them, the way we organize that clearly determines our belief. Reference are all experience of your life that you have recorded within your nervous system. The key is to expand the reference that are available within your life. Consistently seek out experience that expand your sense of who you are and what you're capable of, as well as organize your reference in empowering ways. The way we use our reference will determine how we feel, because whether something is good or bad is all based on what you're comparing it to. Our imagination is 10 times more powerful than our willpower. Imagination unleashed provides us a sense of certainty and wisdom that goes far beyond the limitation of the past. Reference for the belief that he was getting closer the solution every time. Focus on things that empower you. Power of repetition. Condition. Imagine is more important than knowledge. Using contrasting reference is one of the most powerful ways to change perception and our feeling. In associating our children to expand and grow, we need to guide them into experience that will provide positive references for their future, references that will help them know they're capable of dealing with virtually anything. Expand your references and you immediately expand your life. To get success, model somebody who has accomplished what you want to accomplish. Find out how they did it, find out what some of the beliefs are, what some of the references are about, what make a relationship works, what are some references you could provide for your family that would be invaluable. Remember, it's the moment of our life that shapes us. It's up to us to pursue and create the moment that will lift us. As we develop new beliefs about who we are, our behavior will change to support the new identity. When a person develops a conviction, that when his behavior changes. One shift in the identity can cause a shift of your entire master system. The state he consistently experiences, the questions he asks, the values that guide his action, and the references he organizes into beliefs that does someone who considers himself to be a leader, athlete, lover. The way we identify anyone is by their action. We look at what we do to determine who we are. It's very important you start to identify yourself with the vision of I had who I knew I will become. Begin to live as this man now. When you define who you truly are. When you answer this question, to be in the right state, you need to feel relaxed, safe, and curious. While most people have to establish competence before they feel confident, I decide to feel confident and then provide the sense of certainty to persist until I am competent. Because of Tony Robbins' commitment to consistently expand his ability to appreciate all aspects of life, always pursuing unique references. I will consistently act as a person who is already achieving those goals. If we decide to think, feel, and act as the kind of person we want to be, we will become that person. Health and fitness is not the same. You can be fit, but also unhealthy. Fitness is ability to perform athletic activities. Health is the state where all the system of the body, nerves, muscular, skeleton, circulator, lymphical, hormonical, etc. are working in an optimal way. The optimum balance of health and fitness is achievable by training your metabolism. The biggest difference between health and fitness is understanding the distinction between aerobic and anaerobic exercise, between endurance and power. Aerobic means oxygen, moderate exercise over a period of time. Anaerobic means without oxygen, exercise that produces short bursts of power. Health and fitness must go together. Make a relationship work. Communicate clearly upfront. Your brain knows what to do only when it has a clear association about what it needs to avoid and what it needs to move towards. All wealth begins in the mid. The key to wealth is to be more valuable. Devise a way to consistently add real value to people's life, and you will prosper. The true purpose of any corporation is to create product and service that increase the quality of lives for all the customers they serve. Add value to people's lives. The more value you contribute, the more you will earn if you put yourself in the position to do so. Brainstorm ways to create more income and wealth. Adding value, create true contribution, make life richer. So don't limiting yourself to adding values strictly for personal gain. To maintain your wealth, spend less than you earn and invest the difference. People become broke because they make all their economic decisions based on short-term rather than long-term. They have no clear-cut spending plan, much less an investment plan. The only possible way to build wealth is to pick a specific percentage of your income that you will invest each year upfront. Save minimum 10% of your earnings and invest them. Don't develop budget, develop a spending plan. Increase wealth, you must spend less than you earn, invest in the difference and reinvest your returns for compounding growth. Let the money work for you. Reinvest your profit until you produce a source of income that is large enough to provide the needs without even have to work again. Accumulation of capital. Financial independence is in direct proportion to your willingness to reinvest, not spend the profit of your past investment. Model the best financial people. The most important you can do financial is to decide to truly understand the various types of investment and what their potential risk and return are. As in any situation in life, it's important to find out what the big players are doing and model their evaluation procedure and strategies. Fifth key, enjoy your wealth. Unless you link a certain level of pleasure to creating value and earning money, you never keep it in long term. You need to reward yourself under the process to make wealth. If not, you teach your brain to link pain to wealth creation. Reward yourself emotionally along the way. You need to give yourself a financial surprise so that your brain is taught that earnings money is enjoyable and rewarding. True wealth is an emotion. It's a sense of absolute abundance. The feeling of gratitude will allow you to create even more. Code of conduct. Remember, it's who you are every day, the small action as well as most grandiose that build your character and form your identity. If you are stressed, the solution is simple. Take control of the time frame you're focusing upon. Focus on the future. You have the power right now to control how you think, how you feel, and what you do. It is the small decision you and I make every day that create our destinies. Success or failure is determined by the decision we make and the action we take every day. With our action, we communicate our most deeply held values and beliefs. The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment. If you want to play the game and win, you got to play full out. You got to be willing to feel stupid, and you got to be willing to try things that might not work. And if they don't work, be willing to change your approach once touched by the gratitude of a fellow human being. Life transforms forever. Contribution, it's an opportunity to give something back. Strive for balance rather than perfection. Live life fully while you're here. How do you want to be remembered? Live each day as if it were on the most important days of your life, and you'll experience joy at a new level. Most important is not how long we live, but how we live. Tony Robbins believed the greatest gift Creator has given us is the gift of anticipation. We must learn to love change, for it is the only thing that is certain. Live in an attitude of positive expectancy, knowing that everything that happens in your life benefits you in some way. Know that you are guided along a path of never-ending growth and learning, and with it, path of everlasting love. There is only one way to success long term, and that is through commitment to the discipline CANI. Constant and never-ending improvement. I want you to remember that. Take action now. This episode was recorded on December 12th, 2024. Hope you will use those powerful tools you have learned in today's episode to create a new and exciting life for yourself and your family. If you like this episode, please share it with a friend or someone who needs to hear it. If you would like to support this show with a small donation, you can find the donation link on our homepage, the 101%podcast.com. The link is down in our show note. Thanks. Have a great day.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram on this podcast account, the 101% podcast. If you like this episode, make sure to share this podcast episode with a friend and review the show on Apple Podcast. Thank you to all the audience for listening. We appreciate you all a lot. Hope that you will come back and listen to our next episode. Until next time, take care and give it your best.